Governor Ron DeSantis was back in Southwest Florida today, this time touring Sanibel Island.
This after the Sanibel Causeway reopened last week for emergency workers and also power crews. Fox 4's Calvin Lewis was there as DeSantis checked in on the progress made at Sanibel so far.
On the waters of the Sanibel Causeway, recovery efforts to Sanibel Island after Hurricane Ian can be seen.
So many of them are going to be coming for the very first time to see their homes, and it's going to be very difficult for many.
It's been 1 week since the temporary reopening of the causeway for emergency personnel and power crews. Today, trucks can be seen crossing over, shuttling much-needed aid to the island.
That is our lifeline to the mainland. You know, causeway, the amount of work that's been done without the causeway, with the barging over, it has been extraordinary. But to give us that access so quickly is just Herculean.
The mayor of the city of Sanibel, Holly Smith, recounts seeing the progress that's been made in 3 weeks' time.
We know what being a Sanibelian is, and we know that we're going to build this back, you know, in a greater way that we ever had anticipated. And that's going to take an entire community to do it.
The mayor was joined by Governor DeSantis touring the island, first by boat and then by car, seeing firsthand Ian's wreckage along Periwinkle Way. At the Sanibel Fire and Rescue District, the governor presented individual checks to firefighters, part of the governor's legislation from 2 years ago, giving bonuses to police, fire, and EMTs throughout the state.
It will lessen the burden of the financial impact that this has caused on their personal levels, whether that be on insurance deductibles or whatever may come with it. There was a lot of devastation, a lot of loss from our team.
While progress has been made on the island, there's still plenty of work to be done.
This was just an unprecedented disaster that I don't think anybody could have been prepared for.
Daniel Andrews is with Captains for Clean Waters. He says the biggest challenge he could see will be restoring the interior of Sanibel businesses.
They had 4 to 10 feet of water that was inside their businesses. All their stuff is still in there. It's a wet, moldy mess at this point. So I think that's kind of the biggest factor right now is how quickly they can clean that up.
Right now, October 21st is the target day to open Sanibel Island to civilian access, allowing property owners to visit the island and assess damages. But the governor says that could be moved sooner by a couple of days.
To have people come, work on their homes, help doing all that stuff, I think that's going to be really, really wonderful. So I'm looking forward to be able to welcome the general public back to the island very soon.
In the meantime, recovery efforts will continue on Sanibel.
Our council, we're all committed to making sure this island returns to what we know it can be and better.
On Sanibel, Calvin Lewis, Fox 4.
Meanwhile, Lee County commissioners voted unanimously to approve an emergency contract with FDOT to shuttle people to Sanibel and Captiva Islands. County leaders say it's an effort to cut down on the number of vehicles on the temporary portion of the Sanibel Causeway to make it safer for crews working on permanent repairs. Lee Tram would operate the shuttle with a fixed route going throughout the island. It is unclear when the shuttle is expected to start.